Hi Scorpio, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. This is a weekly reading for you for the week of October 18th through the 24th. We have two planets moving forward on Monday, both Mercury going forward out of Mercury retrograde, stationing to go direct. Woohoo! Yay! More clarity, right? Less confusion, things happening with technology, information, getting lost or delayed. So that's nice when it goes forward. And then also the planet of luck and expansion. Jupiter is also moving forward. So that helps us progress, which is beautiful. It's also the planet of the higher mind. It gives us really good perspective on things. And I think we're going to need that. We're going to need the perspective of the higher mind, and we're going to need to be able to communicate it well with our human mind, right, which is Mercury. So that's a beautiful thing, because then on Wednesday we've got that full moon in Aries. It's also opposing Chiron in Aries, the wounded healer. Aries is the I am, right? It's the opposite of Libra, which is why in Libra season we have the Libra new moon and the Aries full moon. So it's its opposite axis. I am, we are, right? Libra. So it can be about relationships, most certainly, many kinds of relationships, but most assuredly about partnerships. And this full moon is a culmination. It can be an emotional one. There is a T-square. Sorry about that. Nope, too many. A T-square that is no joke. Forgive my froggy throat. And that is the full moon, the sun, and Mars are squaring Pluto. And Pluto, of course, is the planet of transformation, the planet of power struggles and power plays, empowerment to the good. So this can be a week where it can be a bit combustible, and you might want to be mindful of that. All right, Scorpio. So let me see. Put those aside. I just shuffled and laid out for you 3 cards from the Oracle of the 7 Energies by Colette Baron-Reid and Jenna Della Gratalia, and then also I'm pulling a 9 for you from the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso. I'm going to do those now. So if you take a deep breath, a couple deep breaths with me, lower the cortisol, oxygenate the brain, bring down your stress levels, right? Yeah. So I've noticed these readings have been pretty intense this week, I must say, so I'm trying to shake it off between each reading. All right, but it's deep. It's not bad, it's just deep. It's very sort of intense feeling. And you're good at that though, Scorpio, right? Intensity, that's something that you do very, very well. Okay, first card out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the deck. First card for you, Sun, nice. That is beautiful. And that reminds me to say to you that we are coming into your house, the sun, moving into Scorpio by the end of the week. I believe this month it's on the 23rd, Scorpio. So we're coming into your season. So if you have a birthday right on the cusp in the first couple of days of Scorpio, then I will say happy birthday to you. Wow, are you getting big cards? You're bringing light to something that, pardon my voice, I'm still trying to recover a bit. You're bringing light to something that you need to forgive, either about yourself, within yourself, or another. But this is a breakthrough for you. This is something you've been struggling with for a while, Scorpio. Wow. Could be about a friend or about friendship itself. Could be a third-party situation. Okay, let's keep looking. Oh, I just heard something very specific about that. Do you want to be kind or do you want to be right? With this line. You'll see it later, but do you want to be kind or do you want to be right? Either way, I think a truthful conversation is at hand. And it could be about many different things for many of you, but we'll go through it. Okay, King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Oh, Alrighty. Let me take a look at these real quick. Your heart and your mind are fighting with each other. That's what I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck, but we'll go through that in just a second. Okay. For your oracles today, Scorpio, you get the Royal You, and this is about really standing in your bright, shining, true soul. Allowing yourself to be the best of yourself. Seeing beyond is about really opening your third eye, seeing things through your intuition and knowing yourself intuitively in a way that allows you to be the best of yourself. And with a deep breath, I think this is something that you might want to start practicing if it's something you don't already do. Taking some quiet time, creating a safe space for yourself where you can do a little bit of this meditative type of work, where you really do listen to your intuition and you go inside and you talk to yourself. Now, someone, I think it's you, wants to absolutely be 100% authentic. And I think you know intuitively that it's time to kind of shine your light. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because the Sun's on the table and the Ace of Swords. So there's like a truth, clearing the air, shining your light, speaking your truth, those kinds of things could be happening for you right now. Okay, under the deck, I'm seeing the King of Cups, you and your heart, and the Queen of Swords, you and your intuitive mind, dealing with what has been bothering you. They're a little bit at war, your heart and your mind. You've probably been talking yourself out of listening to your heart, and yet intuitively you know you have to deal with this. That's what I'm hearing. You have to deal with this, whatever it might be. And Scorpio, for you, it could be a compulsion, an obsession, something that you keep going over that you know you need to change, something you want to change, and something you want to heal. Okay? A deep breath is really about giving yourself the presence of mind to accept the right now. Accept what is. Okay, right now. And to allow yourself to bring in new energy so that you can go forward in a way that makes you feel better about being you. Okay? Better about being you. The Sun is about being you, your true self. It's about shining your light. It's about happiness and joy, abundance and gratefulness, gratitude. It's kindness. It's every good thing. The Sun is about being who you truly, truly are. The Royal You. Standing in your authenticity and owning it. Right? Seeing beyond means when you go inside and you really look at your soul, right? That's your Sun solar self, and you're coming in to your soul return, right? At the end of the week, it will be Scorpio season for the following 4 weeks, and so no matter when your birthday is, it's your season, Scorpio. And there's something that I think you're trying to understand about yourself, or see about yourself, or at least accept about yourself. It's potentially about someone else, but I really see all of this as something within yourself. There could be a female Queen of Swords in your life, someone who speaks very plainly and clearly, who knows herself, knows her boundaries, and is smart. You may be having a conflict with this person if this is you, Scorpio. King of Cups, right? You're a water sign, Scorpio. But it could just be you, really listening to your intuition and allowing yourself to tell yourself the truth. about what is really going on inside of you, what's really bothering you. So it's either that you have some kind of struggle or conflict with someone else or within yourself. But either way, you want to bring light to it. Okay? The very next card next to the sun is the Devil card. And the Devil card is about temptation, obsession, codependency, addiction, about the things that get us stuck in life. But it's all based on one thing: fear. Fearing being judged, fearing being wrong, fearing being left, fearing being whatever. The fear of whatever it is that you feared since you were a child that you don't want to look at. And the reason I'm saying that is because we're coming into a full moon, with Chiron and Aries, opposing a full moon in Aries, which is about the self and about healing the self. This is healing our shadow. Here's your light, here's your shadow. Lurking in the back. You see? He's lurking in the back, the shadow figure. Which makes you vulnerable. It makes you feel stuck. It makes you not understand what you need. And I think you're asking yourself that with the Page of Cups next to that. You want to forgive yourself or someone else for either your own shadow or theirs. This, I think, is very possibly going to be a conversation that turns into an argument. You're weighing it out. You don't know how to talk to this, whoever is in your life, about either this inner struggle or about the struggle that you're having with them. You're not sure how to have a conversation, a truthful conversation, without it becoming a blow up. And right now, this is Mars. And with Mars and Pluto, it could be a big blow up this week. So you want to be very, very careful and weigh out what you say very carefully. You want to speak with love and hope and compassion, not fear and doubt and mistrust. You want to be kind and gentle and listen as much as you speak. That's what this is saying, right? That's how I'm seeing it. Right now, if it's only the Five of Wands issue, you can discuss it, go back and forth over it. Okay, I've looked at my shadow side and I know that this is an issue that I have. That's fair. That's how you be the royal you, is knowing yourself. Know thyself, seeing beyond, taking a deep breath and admitting that you're not perfect, admitting that you're working on you, that you're a work in progress, and that you have inner struggles that you're really working through. And just saying that out loud. Like saying it out loud. I'm working through my stuff. I'm working on it. That might shock the heck out of someone. I'm working on my inner fears. I'm working on my inner demons. I'm working on the things that I haven't been able to get over. With the Tower, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles. But you're weighing out how to broach the conversation. You're not sure. Okay, so Three of Cups, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords. You're not sure whether you can stay grounded when you have this conversation, whether it's going to go well. Three of Cups, well, we're best friends, or we're lovers, or we're married, and we can work it out. We tell each other the truth. We stay grounded, we stay centered, we don't let it get out of hand. We can end up, talking as friends, depend on each other, that kind of thing. That's possible. This conversation could be where you are apologizing or they are. It could be where you are admitting someone or admitting something or they are. Either way, I feel like the other person knows. Whatever it is. In other words, don't torture yourself with the what if game. Well, what if she says this, or what if he says that, or what if they respond this way? Just be you. Okay? But the best of yourself. The royal you. The one who has dignity and grace, diplomacy and kindness. That's what this is saying. And if you need to take a deep breath in order to get that back when you have a moment of trigger, which could happen this week, big time with Mars and Pluto and the full moon, very emotional. Now let's go down the vertical because, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I also do see here that there's very possibly someone that's been very tempting and you're needing to tell the truth, or they are, that there's been another person in this relationship. And maybe someone's juggled with, a third party or with someone's friend is possible. But telling the truth is truth shall set you free. Because then you have not only honored your own truth and you haven't betrayed your own dignity, your own right to live in the truth, but you've also not betrayed the other person. Because to live in the truth is to give them the chance to make their own choice for how they want to live, right? That's respect. So let's do the vertical. Sun, Tower. This is the truth, right? This is like maybe shocking truth. Three of Cups. What's the Three of Cups about? So maybe it's like, let's just be friends. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe the relationship isn't what either one of you thought it was, and maybe you're going to decide just to be friends, and that might shock someone. Maybe it's a third party. Who knows? Okay? But be you, do you, and allow for the Tower to come down. Because the Tower is a false foundation, and the Sun brings light to that. So don't fear that at all. That's the path to healing. Really, that's the path to healing. Just take a deep breath and let the Tower fall. The Devil is about temptation and being stuck and being really bogged down by the trappings of life, okay? So telling the truth about it is what's going to help you feel grounded again. Or accepting someone else's truth is what's going to help you feel grounded again. This could just be someone telling the truth about how their shadow side has always kept them stuck and disallowed them from going deeper in an intimate relationship. Someone who has fear of intimacy or fear of commitment. And talking about it, saying it out loud. Look, I know from my childhood I have fear of commitment, and this is so, I want to talk to you about it. Page of Cups is kindness. Page of Swords is a sharp truth. It's just said. Bam, there it is. And the Two of Pentacles between them, this is going down the vertical, is, which way is it going to go? Are they going to forgive you? Are they going to get upset? Are you going to say the right thing, or are you going to say it the wrong way? But the first thing in my mind that I saw when I looked at this vertical was, do you want to be kind or do you want to be right? So Scorpio, I think it's incredibly important that you take your ego out of it. Okay? Take your ego out of the situation and speak from your soul. Speak from your soul. That's what this whole reading is saying to me. It's like from the heart and from the mind, yes. But with only these two things, there's still going to be a lot of energy that's not going to be transmuted. If you want it to be transmuted, the royal you is to speak from your sun's soul, your soul, seeing beyond yourself as a human and seeing yourself as a soul and seeing them as a soul and honoring that, because that's the best way to deal with anything that is difficult to hear, difficult or shocking or upsetting. Is just to be humble and true, like a child would speak. Humble and true. That's where you're going to find the best of yourself. And after the conversation happens, a deep breath. Now you can exhale. Okay, Scorpio, that's your reading this week. Wow, these are so deep, these readings. I hope you have a really good full moon, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.